Sometimes there comes a time when you feel stagnated, and you just have to make a move away from your family, of course, to a safe area, but sometimes you just gotta get away. Let's listen to this story. Moved 2,000 miles away from my family at 35. Here's what I learned. I grew up in a small town in Ohio. Population 3,500. Everyone knows everyone, and everyone has opinions about everyone. My family is a lot. Loving, but incredibly codependent and boundary crossing. I love them, but I was suffocating. I've struggled with anxiety and depression since high school, and being around my family's constant drama and need for control was making it so much worse. I was seeing a therapist who kept asking me, "What would your life look like if you could design it from scratch?" The answer came to me during my nephew's birthday party. My mom was criticizing my life choices, still single, weird career as a freelance graphic designer, didn't want kids. My sister was dragging me into her marriage drama, and my dad was making passive-aggressive comments about how I never call anymore. I excused myself and had this moment of clarity. I needed to leave, not just for a vacation. I needed to build a life somewhere else. 3 months later, I moved to Portland, Oregon. Didn't know a single person, had enough savings to survive for about 6 months if I was careful. It's been 8 months now, and I'm a completely different person. Here's what I've learned. The loneliness was real, but temporary. The first 2 months were brutal. I cried a lot. I questioned everything. But slowly, I started building a community. I joined a hiking group, started going to pottery classes, became a regular at a local coffee shop. The relationships I've built here feel more authentic than many I had back home. My family relationships actually improved. When I'm not constantly overwhelmed by their energy, I can appreciate them more. Our phone calls are better. When I visit, every few months, I'm genuinely happy to see them instead of resentful. I had to learn who I was without their voices in my head. Growing up, every decision was influenced by what will mom think, or dad's going to have opinions about this. Living alone, 2,000 miles away, I had to figure out what I actually wanted. Turns out, I love cooking elaborate meals for just myself. I love having plants everywhere. I love going to bed at 9 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. to watch the sunrise. Therapy is so much more effective now. When you're not constantly in survival mode from family stress, you can actually work on deeper stuff. I've been processing childhood patterns, learning to set boundaries, figuring out what I want from romantic relationships. The guilt was the hardest part. My family laid it on thick when I moved. "You're abandoning us. What if something happens and you're not here?" The guilt almost broke me several times, but my therapist helped me understand that taking care of my mental health isn't selfish. It's necessary. I'm not saying everyone needs to move across the country, but if you're feeling stuck, suffocated, or like you can't be yourself where you are, maybe it's worth considering what your life could look like somewhere else. My anxiety has decreased significantly. I sleep better. I'm dating someone who's kind and emotionally available, something I never prioritized when I was constantly stressed. I'm building a business I'm actually passionate about. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for your family is to love yourself enough to create the space you need to heal. So what do you think of this story? Have you ever just gotten up and moved away from all your family and friends and started fresh? If so, go ahead and let us know in the comments how that was for you and some of the good lessons that you learned. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and just give us a little tidbit about what some of your life lessons have been.